Have you ever sent a text to a woman and watched hours tick by, maybe even a full day, only to receive a single K in response? Or worse, complete silence? If you've been there, you're not alone. Most men have experienced that quiet sting of being ignored. And if you haven't, hit that comment button because I genuinely want to learn your Jedi mind tricks. Let's be honest for a moment. Texting shouldn't feel like you're playing chess against a grandmaster, but for countless men, it's a psychological battle they rarely win. They send a message, then obsessively check their phone every few minutes, dissect every word they wrote, second-guess each emoji, and when she doesn't respond, that hollow feeling in your gut? Yeah, I felt it too. What's truly frustrating is that the harder you try to craft the perfect message, the more distant she becomes. Here's the uncomfortable truth, brother. Most men unknowingly text in ways that extinguish attraction. They come across as overeager, predictable, and ultimately forgettable. But what if 3 simple adjustments could completely transform this? Dynamic? Instead of pursuing her attention, you become the man whose messages she anticipates, the one who occupies her thoughts, even when the conversation has paused. Today, I'm breaking down 3 powerful texting principles that women find irresistible. These aren't cheap pickup lines or manipulative tricks. They're grounded in psychology and Stoic awareness, embodying the kind of emotional intelligence that naturally draws women toward you. If you're tired of feeling invisible and ready to become that man who stands out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's explore secret number 1. Secret 1. Texts that spark her curiosity. Imagine sending a message to a woman, and instead of the usual waiting game, she responds immediately. Not just with words, but with engaged questions. She's interested, involved, captivated. Sounds like fantasy? It's actually fundamental psychology. Curiosity ranks among the most powerful emotional triggers in the human mind. When something captures your interest, your brain enters a state of tension. It craves resolution and demands answers. This explains why we binge-watch series with cliffhangers, click on mysterious headlines, and why certain texts command attention while others fade into obscurity. If you can activate this same curiosity in her, responding becomes almost involuntary. She needs to know more. It's instinctive, compelling. Where most men falter is sending messages that are perfectly harmless but utterly forgettable. Hope your day is going well. How was your weekend? Or the classic, hey, what's up? Polite? Sure. Engaging? Not remotely. These messages create no emotional gap, leave nothing to wonder about, and fail to stimulate her imagination. They provide all information up front, giving her no compelling reason to respond. Let's revolutionize your approach. Rather than revealing everything, share just enough to leave her intrigued. Plant the seed without immediately watering it. Try messages like, "You won't believe what just happened to me today." "You appeared in my dream last night doing something completely unexpected." "I just realized something quite interesting about you." Each of these creates a curiosity gap, opening a loop without immediate closure. They imply a story without revealing its conclusion. Now she's compelled to respond as her mind begins filling in blanks, imagining possibilities, becoming engaged. Here's the crucial element. Don't immediately disclose everything. If she replies, "What happened?" or "What did I do in your dream?" most men would immediately spill the entire story, not you. You pace it, build anticipation, saying something like, "It's actually pretty amusing, but before I tell you, have you ever experienced a random moment where something unexpectedly reminded you of someone?" Now you've deepened the loop. She's not merely awaiting an answer. She's invested in the narrative, actively participating. This isn't a monologue, it's dynamic interaction where you're not pursuing, you're guiding. Men who master this don't struggle maintaining conversations or find themselves without things to say because they're not performing. They're engaging, authentically. When a woman begins investing in the conversation, she becomes emotionally involved, feeling like an active participant rather than merely reacting. This emotional investment changes everything. Once curiosity takes hold, connection follows. And once connected, responding becomes natural. Texting transforms into something effortless, not because you're being clever, but because you understand the rhythm, timing, and psychology involved. You're not overwhelming her with words, you're opening doors and inviting her through them. It's not about artificial mystery, it's about creating genuine intrigue. That, my friend, is the power of curiosity. If this approach resonates with you, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share in the comments what kind of message would make you curious enough to reply immediately. Secret 2. Texts that generate anticipation. If curiosity captures her attention, anticipation is what keeps her mind returning to you even when you're not actively texting. It's that subtle tension, that gentle pull that makes her check her phone, hoping to see your name appear. The science behind this is compelling. When a woman anticipates something exciting, her brain releases dopamine, the same pleasure chemical triggered when she's preparing for a vacation, awaiting a birthday surprise, or counting down to a holiday weekend. The stronger the anticipation, the deeper her emotional investment grows. This is where genuine attraction takes root. Yet most men miss this opportunity completely. They extinguish anticipation before it can ignite. How? By revealing too much, too quickly. They send messages like, "I got you something today," "I planned a fun date," or "I have something to tell you." These aren't bad messages. They're thoughtful and kind, but they lack an essential ingredient: mystery. When she knows, everything immediately. There's nothing left to wonder about, no reason to speculate, no tension to experience. When everything is disclosed upfront, there's nothing to look forward to. When you build anticipation, however, you activate the part of her brain that craves resolution, keeping her emotionally engaged. So how do you accomplish this? Simple. Take those same concepts, but leave space for her to guess, wonder, or react. Try these alternatives. "I saw something today that instantly made me think of you. Want to guess what it was?" "I've planned something for Friday that you'll either love or find really intriguing. Do you enjoy surprises?" "I realized something about you today. Should I share it now or keep it to myself a little longer?" Now, instead of passively receiving information, she's leaning in mentally, her imagination filling gaps, becoming emotionally invested rather than responding out of mere politeness. Here's the technique that amplifies this effect. Don't surrender the answer immediately. If she asks, "What is it?" hold back momentarily, saying something like, "I could tell you right away, but where's the fun in that?" Take a guess first. This transforms a simple exchange into something playful and emotionally stimulating. You're no longer just another guy trying to maintain conversation. You become the man who evokes feelings, who keeps her guessing, the one she's mentally conversing with even when not actively texting. That's powerful positioning. Moreover, it demonstrates emotional control and stoic energy. You're not rushing, over-explaining, or desperate for response. You're leading confidently, and women instinctively respond to that shift. Anticipation transforms ordinary interactions into memorable moments. It converts a standard message into a spark that lingers in her thoughts throughout the day. The key isn't saying everything. It's saying just enough to activate her imagination. When you master this approach, your messages won't merely receive replies, they'll generate investment. She won't just respond, she'll begin checking her phone hoping to see your name. If this concept resonates with you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share in the comments one line you've used or could use to build anticipation. In conversation, let's learn from each other's experiences. Secret 3. Offering genuine compliments. Many men believe that complimenting a woman automatically makes them more appealing. Here's the truth. A compliment given incorrectly can actually damage your chances more than help them. Why? Because attractive women hear the same surface-level compliments constantly. Tell her, "You're so beautiful," or "You're the most stunning woman I've ever seen." And she's likely heard identical phrases dozens of times this week, perhaps even today. These comments don't distinguish you. They don't make her feel truly seen. They simply make you sound like every other man attempting to say the right thing. The issue isn't complimenting itself. It's how you compliment and what you choose to highlight. The power of a meaningful compliment isn't in its sweetness, but in its specificity, sincerity, and depth. A genuine compliment demonstrates that you perceive her beyond physical appearance. Consider the difference. Instead of saying, "You have such pretty eyes," "You're so hot," "You're gorgeous," try expressing, "I admire how you maintain composure in stressful situations. That's uncommon." I appreciate how you speak your mind without becoming aggressive. That balance is rare. You have a way of making people feel secure around you, like they can be authentic. Notice the distinction? These compliments are personal. They show you're paying attention not just to her appearance, but to how she thinks, communicates, and carries herself. When a woman feels genuinely understood, she feels connected. This is where emotional attraction begins developing. Here's the insight most miss. When you compliment a woman's values, mindset, or energy, you enter territory few men ever reach. You're no longer admiring her like artwork. You're engaging with her as a complete person. That's profoundly impactful. Timing matters equally. A well-timed compliment resonates more powerfully than multiple random ones. Don't offer praise merely to fill silence. Wait for the appropriate moment. If she's sharing career aspirations, that's the perfect time to say, "I respect your drive. Many people just talk, but you actually take action." Or if she reveals something vulnerable, acknowledge, "I really appreciate your honesty." Most people hide behind small talk. These moments make her feel valued, creating positive emotional impressions that become associated with you. It's not simply about making her smile. It's about becoming someone who makes her feel genuinely appreciated without apparent effort. That's what most men overlook. They pursue validation, complimenting to gain favor. But a Stoic man compliments because he observes thoughtfully, because he respects authentically, because he recognizes something genuinely worth acknowledging. He speaks when the moment is right. He's not playing games. He's demonstrating character. Remember, the most meaningful compliments don't come from scripts. They emerge from presence, from noticing what others miss. If this perspective helps, you reconsider how you compliment others, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share in the comments a compliment you've given or received that truly mattered. Let's collectively raise our standards. By now you've likely realized texting isn't merely about what you communicate, it's about how you make her feel. Every message either ignites curiosity, builds anticipation, or helps her feel genuinely seen and valued. If it accomplishes none of these, you're just another name in her message list. Easily overlooked, more easily forgotten. Let's review these 3 principles. Curiosity creates open loops. You share just enough to get her thinking, wondering, needing to know more. That's what sustains engaging conversation. Anticipation gives her something to look forward to. It adds tension, transforming a simple text into something playful and memorable. Genuine compliments resonate differently because when you recognize who she truly is, not just her appearance, you connect at a deeper emotional level that's rare and unforgettable. Most men remain trapped in dry, formulaic texting, no spark, no emotion, and then wonder why women lose interest. But not you. From now on, every message you send will carry intentionality, calm, confident, and emotionally intelligent. That's what makes texting effortless. That's what makes you distinctive, because when a woman experiences something authentic, she responds naturally. And here's the greatest benefit. You'll no longer chase attention. You'll become the one she eagerly anticipates hearing from. If this video offered new insights, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments which of these 3 texting principles you'll implement immediately. Thanks for watching, and remember to check out our latest videos right here on screen. See you next time!